Hey guys, these are my ways to know for sure that your relationship is over. Number one, the chemistry is gone. You used to always want to be around that person and be up under them and holding hands and hanging out. But now when you're around them, it's like pulling teeth. Like you don't want to be involved. You don't want to be around them. And you just don't want to deal with them at all. Number two, you start arguing for no reason. I mean, they start arguing with you. It's just over nothing. The main reason why you're starting arguments or getting into arguments is because you just want to have an excuse not to be around them. Number three, they've become so consumed in themselves. They don't talk about what you want to do. They don't talk about your future together. They don't really talk about anything that has to do with you in them or yourself. They just talk about themselves. That's about it. So you know for sure when they become consumed only with themselves, then you know that it's going to be over very, very soon. Another way that you know that your relationship is coming to an end is because when they start excluding you, any events that are going, major events going in their lives, like their birthdays, graduation, um, just anything that's important, they exclude you. You don't know anything about it. They're kind of putting you in a secretive. You're very. It's a secret basically. Like you're the last to know type of thing. Then you pretty much know that the relationship is coming to an end. Lastly, the communication has changed. You don't get a text. You don't get a call. They don't take an initiative to talk to you. They don't give that time for you. Now, some people try to make the excuse, I'm very busy. No one is that busy. It only takes 5 seconds to throw a text. You know what I mean? To make you know that you're important to them. I'm pretty sure Obama texts Michelle. That's his wife. I'm pretty sure he makes initiative to let her know that he's thinking about her, and he's running the world. So there's no excuse for anyone else to come up with about being too busy. So you have to be sure and you have to be clear about what's going on in your relationship. Now, I'm not saying that, after all these different things, that there's no way to make it work. I'm not saying that. You can make it work even with all these different things and millions of different things that the relationship is not working. You can make it work if you're both willing to go into the ring and fight for your relationship. But when you're in the only person that's going into the ring and only doing all the work, then it doesn't work like that. It's not going to work. So you let this person know that, hey, I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to continue on a relationship with you if you're not going to do things that make me happy, make us happy, make our relationship work. You give them that time. You let them know how you feel. You give them that time to change. I'm not saying give them a week. I'm saying give them a good amount of time to change. And after that, if they fell at that, you pray about it, you forgive them, and you move on. Don't be bitter. Don't be upset. Just move on. God has something better for you. God has someone that needs to be with you. Don't hold on to a relationship that you know is not going anywhere. You deserve better. You deserve better. You're going to get better if you keep praying, you keep working toward that. And then also, what we need to do before we get into these relationships, we need to pray about the people that we call boyfriend and girlfriend. We need to pray about the people that we call husband or wife. We need to pray about these people. You know what I mean? We need to, so we don't waste that 8, 9, 10 months, years in the relationship that you're not even meant to be with them. Because if you continue in that relationship being unhappy, you're going to miss the person that God has for you. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So I'm not saying that when you're going through a hard time to break up with that person. I'm not saying that. I'm saying these are main things. These are main things. I'm not saying that when he comes to a hard time or she gets through hard times, you break with them. No. I'm saying if they stop communicating you see them talking to everyone else, but they can't talk to you, that's a big problem. If they exclude you from big events in their life, that's a big problem. If they start arguments with you for no reason, that's a huge problem. If the chemistry is gone, that's a huge problem. So you need to sit down with yourself and say, self, hey, is this worth it? Self's going to say, no, it's not worth it. Move on. Pray, forgive them, and move on. That's all I got to say.